half an hour or so.
Tonight on 7 News, Slap racegoers pack Moonee Valley for the final time to witness the greatest show on turf.
From Melbourne, this is 7 News with Mike Amor and Karina Carvalho.
A racegoer could be forgiven for shedding a tear tonight after the final meeting at Moonee Valley.
The racecourse is about to be bulldozed and rebuilt, but not before one final thrilling edition of the Cox Plate.
Moonee Valley packed to the rafters for the greatest show on turf. They came from far and wide for Cox Plate Day, the last instalment before the racecourse is ripped up and completely rebuilt.
It's going to be sad to see this go.
All the boys here, we've been coming here for the last 15, 20 years.
How sad is it to see it go?
Yeah, very sad. We all live in the area, so we will miss the local racing.
What's your T-shirt?
The worst punter of the year, unfortunately.
Punters, young and old, sharing their fondest memories of Cox Plates gone by.
Devastated. We love the amphitheatre. We love
shedding a tear.
It is my first Cox Plate, so I am absolutely over the moon.
I was here for when our Waverley Star and Bone Crusher were running with my dad.
And Bone Crusher races into equine immortality.
And so it's a special day. It's a family day.
It's a really emotional day. You come in here and you know that you're not coming back to this Moonee Valley again, and all those memories over the years. And I'm old enough to have a few memories.
Daryl Braithwaite belting out Moonee Valley's unofficial anthem for the final time. Then it was down to business in Australia's Weight for Age Classic.
Racing and Via Sistina jumped away pretty well. Treasure the moment over on the far side.
Via Sistina defending her crown as racegoers said goodbye to the Valley as we know it.
At Buckaroo, Via Sistina lifted. The Grand Old Valley's rocking, and Via Sistina's done it.
It's the most extraordinary finish.
Yeah, that it was. And Tyra Stowers is trackside. Tyra, punters are taking home their own piece of turf history.
They certainly are, Mike. The final Cox Plate has been run and done here at Moonee Valley as we know it. And for the first time ever, punters have been allowed on the track to take home, as you said, their own piece of history. And would you believe it? That is a piece of turf. Not sure what they'll be doing with possibly, they could possibly plant it back at home, but it's historic regardless. And it would be quite muddy down there at this point after we did have some patchy rain roll in from the west late this afternoon, but that has not dampened anyone's day, as you can probably see behind me. The atmosphere is still pumping here, especially after hearing horses. Now I'll be back with your full outlook later in the hour, Mike and Karina.
I'm sure the taxi drivers are appreciating the wet turf being taken home. Tyra, for
Yeah,
sure. Okay.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Theo, you're back. And it was a stunner at the Cox Plate.
Wasn't it? It had to be Via Sistina. Of course it was Chris Waller, and of course it was by a nose for the final edition before the redevelopment. Coming up, we'll relive history for Via Sistina and J-Mac at Moonee Valley. What a thriller. Also, Cox Plate Classic has been run and won. Via Sistina going down in history. Chris Waller's champion mare and jockey James McDonald sealing back-to-back wins on a momentous day at the Valley.
A Moonee Valley masterclass from an almighty mare.
The Grand Old Valley's rocking, and Via Sistina's done it. Via Sistina, one more legend has been made.
In the final race at the Cox Plates Coliseum, Via Sistina secured her crown as the Queen of the Valley.
Even though it wasn't 7 lengths. Oh, I'm just over the moon. Thank you so much. I love this place. I'm blessed to ride champion racehorses, blessed to be a part of a champion stable.
Back to back for the superstar racehorse, only upstaged by her champion jockey. James McDonald has now won 4 in a row.
It is the most extraordinary battle up the straight.
4 in a row, 3 champion racehorses. God, I'm blessed.
Trainer Chris Waller holding up his 6th Cox Plate.
It was a great race. It was a classic Cox Plate. The first one was special. These opponents,
Second place also taken out by the Wallace Stables, with Mark Zara on board Buckaroo. Third place secured by Treasure the Moment.
Buckaroo. That would have just been I'm glad Via won, but Buckaroo, he's a real stable favourite.
Yeah. That's what Cox Plates are all about. The best horse shone through and she deserves all the accolades she gets.
Kate Massey, 7 News.
The rebuild is already underway.
Yeah, it is, Mike. Punters are wasting no time at all helping. I've seen someone actually walk out with a flower pot so far, but tradies are tearing down the track ahead of Moonee Valley's $220 million redevelopment. And racegoers are not only taking home pieces of the turf, they're pulling down the rail and anything else they can get their hands on, pretty much. I'll have your full weather forecast coming up straight after the break.
It's all about
From the creator of Pack to the Rafters, Winners and Losers. Stream now on 7plus.
From tropical islands to world-class.
Welcome back to Moonee Valley for
Joel Creasy faces his biggest fear. Plus, the brilliant health tip for pet owners that could save you thousands. New Healthy, Wealthy and Wise, next.
Welcome back to Moonee Valley for one final Cox Plate. We had some cloud about for the most part with light winds before patchy rain moved in from the west later this afternoon. And this is really a taste of what's to come ahead of a very wet Sunday. It was a cooler start. The city was down to 7.3 and climbed Lake the Savo reaching 16.4. And that is a couple of degrees below average. Okay, taking a look around
throughout the night.
So the main takeaway for tomorrow, steady rain throughout the day with storms developing around the city in the afternoon before we see a westerly change. A top of 21 in the city tomorrow for a very gloomy day, but it is time for Pet of the Week. Meet Cat Damon, the Bengal
There at Moonee Valley.
And striking good looks fool you. He's also an aspiring singer, particularly at dinner time. Young children and other pets might find his superstardom too much to handle, so he needs to be in a solo pet home.
Oh, you could have fitted in a few more movie titles, I think.
I like it. Moonee Valley, Tyra, thank you.
There's more people still trying to go home with pieces of the track.
I'm not sure that was the plan, but thank you. And that's 7 News for this Saturday. We'll have updates throughout the night.
For now, from the 7 News team, take care and good night.
The 7 News.